Life, the world, the universe, in other words, you. Freedom, liberty, justice, in other words, you. Laughter, joy, delight, in other words, you. Sorrow, anguish, tears, in other words, you. Sometimes I feel weak and my mind seems to scatter, and the loneliness folds me in half. I reach for the place where your voice used to matter, and I find only silence and darkness, meaning, truth, reality. In other words, you, the beginning, the middle, the end. In other words, you. Javid Nam, unafraid. Javid Nam the Brave. You walked into my world like a war I never started, and you left me standing here alone and broken-hearted. Javid Nam, unafraid. Javid Nam the Brave. Sometimes I feel tired and the weight becomes a ceiling, pressing down till I can barely breathe. And I carry what we were, like a wound that keeps on bleeding, a scar I would not trade for the world. Sometimes I feel nervous, like the ground has gone uncertain, like the earth forgot the shape of Iran. I have stood behind 1,000 paper curtains, and none of them could do what you did. Laughter, joy, delight, in other words, you. Sorrow, anguish, tears, in other words, you. Javid Nam, unafraid. Javid Nam the Brave. You walked into my ruin like the sun into the ocean. You were gone before I learned the meaning of devotion. Javid Nam, unafraid. Javid Nam the Brave. You said, remember me. I said nothing, I was trying not to drown, but your shadow follows me wherever I go. And I know this is war and I have to be strong. Still I need you here beside me. God, I need you here beside me. If only we could embrace, I would never let you go. There was a time we were falling in love, but now I'm just falling apart. There was a time you were the sky above, now you're the eclipse inside my heart. How can I forget? How can I forget? How can I forget you? The stars don't ask permission to go dark, they just disappear. And I am standing alone, my broken heart. Sometimes I feel restless and the night becomes a mirror, and I see what I have always tried to hide, that you never meant to leave me any clearer. You just meant to love me till you died. I know you'll never be the one the world imagined, never fit the shape they carved for you in stone. But you're the only one who ever saw me clearly. You wanted me exactly as I am, alone. Sometimes I feel helpless and sometimes I feel angry, and the anger is the closest I come to free. Because to rage is still to reach, and to reach is still to need you, and to need you is to know you're still with me. Javid Nam, unafraid. Javid Nam the Brave. Not a prayer, now a name I say like I mean it, like the world built that word just so I could have seen it. Javid Nam, I would never let you go. 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 Life, the world, the universe. In other words, you. Freedom, liberty, justice. In other words, you. Laughter, joy, delight. In other words, you. Sorrow, anguish, tears. In other words, you. Sometimes I feel weak and my mind seems to scatter, and the loneliness folds me in half. I reach for the place where your voice used to matter, and I find only silence and darkness, meaning, truth, reality. In other words, you. The beginning, the middle, the end. In other words, you. Javid Nam, unafraid, Javid Nam.